Have you ever seen people that you felt or deemed less attractive get people or pull people that was more attracted to them, more attractive than them, or just have this energy of being able to attract anyone they want, and just never understood why that even happens? Like, why is this fat, chubby man getting this beautiful, gorgeous woman, or this woman that's not even that attractive getting this handsome man? And we all have these conceptions. We make so many assumptions of, oh, the dude might have money, she's using him for money, or the girl or the dude just using for sex, or whatever it is. We make these assumptions to make it make sense in our mind of why is this even happening? We always got to make, in our mind, we always have to figure out solutions to things. That's what our mind is made for, to figure out solutions. And when we can't figure it out, when we think about that situation, we try to figure it out, with different solutions. Oh, he probably got money, or some other shit, right? It can't be the person itself. Can I tell you, or in some situations it's like that, but like some situations it's not. There's a broke dude with no money, ain't that attractive, getting all the girls that you dream of. Then there's this is a girl that's average, she's not even top tier in your mind, because everybody has different standards of beauty, and she's pulling men left to right. It's all, let me hop right into it. It's really all about your energy. People put a lot of emphasis on the way you look, the way you dress. And yes, looks does matter, but that's just the end point. That is literally the effect. But the cause of the attractiveness is the energy behind it. Let's dive deep. So, hopping into this video, we're going to be talking about that it's not you, it's not the way you look, it's your energy. Energy is the first thing we peep out of anybody. You ever met somebody and you said, I don't like their vibe, I don't like them. You never really had the reason why you did not like that person. Or you met somebody and you hit it off the first time you met, oh, I like this person's energy. You would say, I like their vibe. People not into deeply into spirituality in that type of way, but you would say, I like their vibe, or I like being around them, or they seem cool, but you don't really know them. It's all because of their energy. And I know you all is having this thought in the back of your head of what is specifically what causes the energy and how can it make minds attractive. So being that way, we have to step into number one, we have to not step into number one, but I gotta make something clear to you guys before I step into number one of how to make your energy a little bit more attractive, not a little bit more attractive. And you gotta understand that everything is subconscious. People think that they're attracted to someone because just their beauty. But not every person that's beautiful you find that you want to fuck, you want to be in bed with. And I know this might seem very weird when I say this, but excuse me, y'all. Ooh, bless me. But it's not that. Let me put an example for myself. See, Beyonce is beautiful. We're not gonna act like Beyonce is not gorgeous. But would I want to have sex with Beyonce? Personally, no. And that's nothing against her. That's not saying she's ugly, right? There's a lot of fucking people who thinks Beyonce is the baddest woman in the world, and they will do anything to dive into bed with her. But energetically, for me, I would prefer Rihanna or Nicki Minaj or something like that, just of energetics. And what I mean by that is you can be the most attractive person, but have the most negative mindset about yourself. Physically, you could conventionally look beautiful, conventionally look sexy, attractive, magnetic. But when you But if you have this negative concept about you, if you think you're not attractive, you think that you're not beautiful, handsome, whatever, that's what people are gonna peep subconsciously. They might not know, but they, they can't put their finger on it. You know what I'm saying? But just made it break. My bad, y'all. I'll definitely. Y'all probably ain't gonna see it because I'm gonna change this light. Oh damn! I just did that. Stop it. Oh god. Okay. So we gonna slide this way. Okay. I see what's going on. Until we're moving. We're moving to the floor, cause. Alright, we're gonna move to the floor because that brightness was getting on my nerves, y'all. Okay, so yeah. So when you what was I saying? One second, y'all. Try to remember what I was saying. Yeah, so preferably the person sees the subconscious energy of you before you even speak. Sometimes before you even make physical contact or just even be in someone's area or energy or aura, proximity. I don't know how to say that word, so like in their area, you know what I'm saying? People peep the subconscious chatter that you have about yourself. And when you're able to and with that being said, you could be the most attractive person and get no hoes, get no girls. And you probably could still get girls because you have an attractive appearance. But at the end of the day, you probably couldn't keep them. And they just go away because it's like, ew, like, why you don't, that don't make no sense. Why you don't think you're attractive if you got the physical, attributes, you know what I'm saying? So when you're doing that, when you're actually learning how to really tap into the attractive energy, to have an attractive aura. And yes, this video definitely pertains to getting a person, or not getting, attracting a person, attracting a woman or man. But this could be social attraction. This could be just being able to interact with everybody around you and have this effect on people, have this subconscious effect on people, that people mess with you. They fuck with your vibe. They like being around you. They like to talk to you. They like to help you. They like your energy. They like just being around. They just like you, This can promote promotions. This can promote higher in sales, in your business, whatever. It's not just pertaining to the person or attracting a mate, but this video is kind of specifically on that. But you can use this for any area. This doesn't just upgrade your dating life. This upgrade your social life, upgrade your business, upgrade the way you work, your promotions, all that, because people buy from people they like. And that's a whole different freaking video. Or people promote people they like. It's not about, are you the best worker? Like, I am a good worker though. That's always been a good worker. But that's not the end all be all. Because you could be a great worker and they don't like the way you are. They don't like your attitude. They don't like you specifically, and they still will promote you, and they'll promote the next person because they like them. But that's a different video. I'll talk about that later. But, or not, I don't know if I remember. But, so with that being said, the first point of this video is you got to learn how to shift your subconscious mind. What's the subconscious mind? Let's start with that. The subconscious mind is basically the part of the mind that we don't control consciously. Like, if I say, move my hand, I'm gonna move my hand down. See, I'm doing this consciously, consciously moving my hand, right? My hands. Oh my God, I'm goofy. Move my hands, right? But breathing. Now, I can consciously breathe if I want, but I don't consciously have to breathe to breathe. Get what I'm saying? I don't have to consciously, make my heart beat. You know, I don't have to consciously make my neurotransmitters in my brain work and move the way they move. I don't have to consciously digest my food. Food digest, like, imagine that. Imagine you had to fucking manually digest your food, go down the intestines. Like, what? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the difference. Like, and then the conscious mind is just like me speaking these words, me looking at a certain area in my room. Like, that's the conscious mind. But we don't understand, or you might understand, that subconscious mind rules 90% of how you move, do anything, act, you know. So your conscious mind only rules 10% of how you act, and 10% of how you move and how you do things. This is why people have habits and they can't quit, because they consciously want to quit, but subconsciously they still wanting to do that habit. You know, so when you learn to understand that, 90% of how I act and move and do things automatically, you know, on autopilot is my subconscious mind, I gotta learn how to tap into that. So how do we tap into the subconscious mind to bring more attractiveness? I think the best thing for people to start with is meditation. You got to learn how to meditate and deal with those feelings. Meditate the feelings. Meditate to heal the feelings. Don't medicate the feelings. Meditate the feelings. Don't medicate. People like to medicate their feelings with a lot of outside things. TV. And I'm not saying don't watch TV. I'm not saying don't do certain things, but people use it to run away from their feelings. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys, y'all want to be attractive, but you don't even want to deal with those emotions that's blocking your attractiveness to be shown. Because everyone has attractive magnetism. I don't care how you look. This is not about how you look. It's about your energetic dynamics. When you're able to deal with your feelings and your emotions, you're able to regulate your nervous system. And when you're able to when you're able to regulate your nervous system, you feel calmer. And when you feel calmer, people around you feels calmer. And calmness is very attractive nowadays because everybody's busy, rush, like just overly active. And when you meet someone who can internally be calm naturally, it relaxes you. And things that relax other people makes it attractive. Like, imagine, like, why you think people are so attracted to weed? I'll say weed specifically, because I used to smoke, but I don't smoke no more because I don't need that shit, you know. But congratulations, yes, thank you, I know, thank you. But nothing against weed smokers, nothing, do you? But you know how people smoke weed? They smoke weed to what? Calm down, or to escape those emotions that's making them feel frustrated, flustered, and extra. You know what I'm saying? So people rushing to medicate their feelings because they're trying to calm their own internal world, not understanding if they learn how to meditate and learn how to calm their inner world naturally through meditation. And slow their thoughts down, slow their emotions down, really feel their emotions, don't run away from it. That becomes so magnetic to other people because now you're not having these negative feelings blocking the connections that you're around. They just feel this calmness, this sereneness. And I'm not saying that you don't get angry, you don't get frustrated, but you feel the frustration, you feel the emotions, you feel the anger. You don't run away from it. Sometimes you might, dang, I'm getting dark. You don't feel the emotion. I mean, if you feel the emotions, but you don't run away from the emotions. When you run away from the emotions is going to chase you down, literally. And you have to deal with something, you exploding and stuff like that. And even when you explode, it's okay. Accept that you have exploded. Accept that you have received this emotion. I'm about to open my window because I'm getting kind of dark. What the hell? I mean, I'm brown, but I ain't that dark. Alright, that's a little bit better, I guess. We'll work with that. But when you're able to, I'm trying to get my comfy blanket. Get comfy. But yeah, when you're able to tap into your emotions and actually feel them and actually don't feel shame of them and be real in them, you're being art. That is the art of being authentic. Now we're gonna go into the second point. This is leading to you tapping into those emotions, feeling those emotions. And you can also, if you're not into meditation, even though I feel like that's the best way, you can stretch your body by stretching your hips, because a lot of emotions are in your hips, in your neck, in your back, in your chest. So when you're able to stretch, those emotions, you can stretch your emotions out, or you can do a physical activity. You can work out, you can do push-ups, you can go on a sport, you can walk, you can take a walk somewhere. That's why you notice that a lot of people who get angry, they're like, I gotta go take a walk sometimes, like get away from the person, I gotta get away. Some people are like that, because moving your body releases emotions, it releases pain, it releases a lot of hurt, and that causes some dopamine release. That's why people like to do weed and drugs and all this shit, because they're looking for that dopamine release, Instead of putting it towards goals and things that elevate their life, but that's your life, you know what I'm saying? So, nothing, I'm just thinking. When you tap into, the point number 2, the most attractive energy is authenticity, being real. In a world that a lot of people are just fake, and it's not their fault that they're fake, they don't sit down to actually get to know themselves. They don't actually sit down and really figure out what's these wounds coming from, why I'm so angry, why do I get triggered over this little shit, why do I get triggered over this shit, why am I crying, why am I hurt, why do I feel jealous, why actually dealing with those dark emotions and being real with themselves. They're able to actually be real with others, they're able to not be contradicting, and even if you are a walking contradiction, be real about it. Be like, sometimes I act like this and sometimes I act like this. Sometimes I do this and sometimes I do that. Sometimes, you gotta be real. Sometimes I'm a hypocrite, sometimes I'm not. You gotta be real. When you're able to look at your dark side, aka 2.A, 2, this point 2, but look at A part of it, not going into 3 yet. You gotta deal with your shadow side. You gotta deal with that dark side that you put in the closet and shove down there and say, shut up, you know what I'm saying? The things you don't like about yourself. And actually start looking at them and say, why I don't like it? And be like, you know what, I'm accepted anyways. Like me, I have really bad anger issues. Like really, really bad anger issues. But I decided to say, I accept that. I accept that I have anger issues. I accept. With me, I used to have really bad like masturbation, and like I used to masturbate a lot when I was a kid. I started masturbating when I was 5. Like I was really sexually active since 5 years old. Don't know why, but I was. So, when you're able to really look at those dark parts of yourself and say, yeah, I did it. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's what happened. Past mistakes, yeah, I did it. I fucked up. And be real with yourself and be authentic with yourself and say, you know what, I did that, but I still deserve love. Yeah, I did that, and that part still deserves love too. Like when I was young, I used to get bullied about my hair and stuff like that. And now I honestly don't fucking care anymore because it's like, it's hair. Like, I can be bald and probably still pull what you want, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But like, it's about being able to be real. Don't be fake. Feel those emotions. Don't walk away. Actually feel them. Be real and face that shadow side. Face the things you don't like and accept them. Love it and integrate it. Darkest, it can be some dark shit. That don't mean you gotta act on it, but you can be real about it. You can be true about it, you know? Face that shadow side. And the third point is how to upgrade your energy. Be detached. Stop chasing things. I think I said this in a couple videos back, but yeah, stop chasing people. Chase yourself. Want to learn how to really like being with yourself. And I'm not saying it from like because it's two different ways, like anti-social, like I don't like people. And if you don't like people right now, be real with that. If that's part of your journey, yeah. Because that was mine. But it's really that, it's not that you don't like people. You don't like being that mask. And my second point, I was about being authentic. You don't like the mask you put on to cover all the things around you, but when you're real about shit, you're real about shit. I was homeless twice, and me being homeless twice made me really understand that it don't fucking matter. It don't fucking matter what you wear, what you look like. It matters what you feel like. So the third thing, you gotta be detached. You gotta let go. You gotta not let people's perceptions control your perception of yourself. And being homeless, people always think you're a bum. They think you ain't doing nothing with your life. You know, when I was homeless, I was working night shifts all night. I was fucking bringing money. I was, you know, I got into nursing school. Even though I'm not going to nursing school, I'm going to do audio production, but I got into nursing school. I was doing so much shit, you know. I bought a car. I was homeless. Like, I was doing a lot, you know. But there's a lot of other homeless people that wasn't doing that shit. They literally gave up because of the perception other people thought of them. When you're able to detach of what other people think about you and their outcome and put the energy back into you, you become so magnetic. Because people are this fucking romantic ass, sexualized as fucking culture we live in is about chasing people down, chasing people. I love you, come here, girl, like, you know, and it's unattractive. I noticed when I was at work, it was a dude that kept going to this girl, kept talking to her, and she seemed so uncomfortable. She was just like, leave me alone, bro. Like, leave me the fuck alone. And even the people around her was like, she don't want you near her. Like, and he like, why are you leaning back? Like, and the people, her friends around her, like, she don't want you near her. You make it uncomfortable, Because you're chasing. You're chasing. And I understand that you're already worthy, and if the person wanted you, they would just fucking come for you. They would just give you the energy and the time of day, you know? And if they didn't, they wasn't meant for you. And it's nothing against you. And when you understand that, you're able to detach. You're able to be like, you know what? People's opinions has nothing to do with what I feel about me. I'm already attractive. I'm already magnetic. I'm already everything I want to be. I'm already powerful. I'm already abundant. I'm already rich. I don't care where I'm at. I was just homeless last year. In my head, I wasn't. In my head, I was like, you know, I have a house. I have a place. Now I have a place. Because everything's a perception. Everything outside of you is literally a mirror of how you feel inside. So if you feel like you're not attractive, you feel like that person is better than you, you feel like that money will never come, then it won't. But being able to say, yeah, I'm abundant, I got that, I can do what I want, I'm abundant, I can get anybody I want, and then detach it from it. Not looking for it, because when you're looking for it, searching for it, you're going to keep searching for it. But when you're like, oh, I already got this. Because think about it. You ever needed something so bad? Like desperately? And it never came? But like, when you didn't want something, it came like this because you was less resistant. When you are attaching and attaching and attaching and chasing and chasing and chasing, and this is it here. Let me give you the energy. Can you please like my video? Please. Hey, subscribe. What the fuck? You can be like, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up, okay? Like, back up. But I'm like, you can subscribe if you want. If this helping you out, subscribe. It's two different energies. You see what I'm saying? So the thing you did not want, it was less resistant to you. So it was able to come in. But the thing you do want, and you want it bad, it's like, bro, back the fuck up. You know? So when you're able to understand that, it's easier for you to detach. You're like, oh, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. So when it comes in, it's like, oh, okay. But if it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. And the last thing I want to talk about to end the video is that you have to love yourself. Everything about you. Just love it. You gotta be in this body for the rest of your life. You might as well love it. You might as well nourish it. And what I mean by love it, take care of your body. Take care of you. Eat healthy. You don't gotta eat healthy all the time, but eat healthy. You know, work out. Do things that make you scared. Try to really enjoy yourself and love yourself. Treat yourself like your own best friend. Because you are. You're the realest one on your team. You know why? Because you never left. You never gave up on yourself. And if you did, don't. Keep going. You can do it. And have trust in yourself. Trust in yourself is trust in the universe. Trust in the universe is trusting God. I'm not really a religious person, but like in that context. Because really, God is you. And that's not me saying it in, you're blaspheming. I don't believe in religion. Because why do we have so many religions? Which one's really the best one? Exactly my fucking point. They all have something in it that's a higher source, which is basically your higher self. And when you're able to tap to a higher source. When I mean a higher source, I mean your higher self, your internal world, you. You're in the manifestation. You are the one that's creating everything. And we all have higher selves. We all have our higher. When we die from this body, we don't die. You know, so being able to tap into something higher than you and that really comes from tapping into your heart chakra, tapping into self-love, tapping into your inner peace, tapping into you. You're able to enchant anything you want because you start to understand everything is one. We are all connected. So how is something connected to me doesn't want me unless I don't want myself? Start wanting yourself, and other people or other things will want you back because we're all literally connected spiritually. And that's the deepest truth of this. The deepest truth is that you're never disconnected. So when you detach and just observe, you're able to make the best decisions. And a little side note, do subliminals. Listen to subliminals about attraction. Listen to subliminals because subliminals go asleep to it. So it can go straight into your subconscious mind. Because when you go asleep, you go down frequencies. You go down theta, go into like delta and all, go into these deeper consciousness. And when you're in that conscious, you're in your subconscious. And so when things go into your subconscious, they can instantly manifest outside of you because the subconscious control how you move, how you act, how you interact with people, literally. The decisions you make, literally. So when you do that, the subliminals can go straight to you and it can start activating and changing your personality or morphing, or it's not really changing your personality, but taking things away that have been put in your subconscious mind since you was a young kid from your parents' interactions and all that, because your subconscious mind's developed to the age of 7, and at the 7 you start developing your conscious mind. So when you're young, really around those ages, it depends on the love you had when those young ages. Why you think they wouldn't put you in the school system at 5 or trying to get you in preschool at 3? I didn't go to school till 5, but you know what I'm saying? It's because they want the government, which means to govern your mind. Govern, because mind, ment means mind. So it's trying to govern your mind. That's what government is. It's trying to govern your subconscious, your mind. Because it's the most powerful fucking thing in the fucking world. When you're able to tap into your subconscious mind, you can literally change whatever the fuck's going on in your world. Like this. When I was homeless, I literally used to listen to subliminals about having an apartment. And I literally got an apartment. When I was homeless, I used to listen about being a nurse, and I literally got into nursing school. I'm not going to do nursing no more. But this shit works. You guys tap into your subconscious mind, man. That's a different fucking video, bro. But yeah, listen to subliminals about attraction, magnetism, sexual magnetism. Because people think sexuality is all about just being able to fuck this person, get their number, all this, being able to get anyone you want in a physical level. But sexual magnetism is also social magnetism. When you're able to tap into your sexual energy, you're able to tap into your social energy. And when you're able to tap into your social energy, you're able to attract more opportunities to you that has nothing to do with sex. It could be sex, but you can be so magnetic to the point you attract money. You attract love. You attract peace. You attract the right people that want to help you. You attract the right people who's best for your energy because you're authentically being in it. Sexual energy is creative fucking energy. Think about it. How the fuck you was created? Let's sit. Let's sit. Let's just sit. How the fuck you was created? Through sex. Unless you was made through a tube. But still, you was made through fucking love. All of that. And as for a woman, you have a very powerful creative energy. But men, you do too. When you're able to don't masturbate, because it's unfair, but it's just the energy dynamics, you know. Women, they can masturbate and come and, you know, still manifest shit in their life because their creative energy is internally. So even when they masturbate, as long as they can hold that energy in for a longer time and make a huger orgasm, they're able to manifest shit out of their orgasm. They're able to direct that energy to things they want to manifest and create. But with men, your sexual energy is that semen. That's why semen retention is very important for men. When you take that energy and when you're about to, you can work with yourself and want to masturbate alone, but that takes some, you know, strength to be able to masturbate and get to that climax and bring the energy back up. You just not having sex at all for a while, being celibate, don't masturbate, don't watch porn, don't do none of that shit. It brings such magnetism towards women. They will just want to devour you, really. And with women, you have this sexual creative energy inside of you all the way. That's why you have a womb, your periods. This is why you get so horny on your period, because it's literally your sexual energy being generated. You have your own generator. The man, you have to keep your seed in to generate it. Woman, you have a generator automatically in there that goes every month through that period cycle of generating that sexual energy to create what? A baby. That's why when you masturbate and you release, it actually generates you because you're supposed to get orgasmic and come and make a baby. But you can create something else. You can create a business. You can create a baby, you can create a business. You can create people magnetizing you. You can create money. You can create abundance. You can create love. And with men, when you take the energy in, you're able to create businesses and all that too. But you're able to go after the things you want in a very present, energetic way, not a lazy, I need it, come to me type energy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, do subliminals. Got in a little rant. But that's the end of this video. It's getting long. I did not expect this video to be this long, but I gotta go to work. So thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for the 60 views on the sexual transmutation. You know what I'm saying? The damn fucking video, probably two videos before this. Thank you so much for y'all love, the subscribers. I don't care, it's only 8. I think it's 1 million because, hey, I'm helping people, you know? I love helping people through the knowledge I have. I have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, but I really want to help people through the attraction and self-love journey because I've been there with you and still going through it with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a growing process. You know, do not be so harsh on yourself. The world's harsh enough. Well, that's a belief. The world can be beautiful also. The world can be awesome. It's all about your perception. But what I'm trying to say is don't be harsh on yourself. Because when you start being harsh on yourself, then the world will be harsh on you. It's literally a reflection. But next video is going to be about the mirroring effect of the world towards you. That's going to be a good video. you should tune in if you want. Now, peace out, y'all. Thank you for watching my video. Love y'all. Bye.